Coach Rob Carter Show this morning brought to you by Stop and Shop Auto Sales on West 1st Street in Sylacauga. 35-28 loss to Ben Russell last weekend down in Alexander City. And Coach, a little bit like we talked about, they had nothing to lose and they showed it. They threw a lot of stuff at you.
Right. It was senior night, and Coach had a good plan. He went in there and came out in a power set and ran at us and controlled the ball. And I thought we played a good game. I mean, it was a good high school football game. We had the ball down on 30 with about 30 seconds left. Kids showed, they didn't quit. They scored with, I think we had 54 seconds when it kicked off, and we got it in, made everybody a little nervous, and we could have possibly hit a ball or two there and got in the end zone. But it was a good game. It was a physical game, something I really didn't want. They were normally a spread team, and they couldn't do much in the spread, so they went to their power set and, broke some tackles here and there, but the kids played hard.
Pope had another great game running the football for you.
He did. No doubt he's pretty much a solid fan. I mean, people have geared to stop him, and that's been some good coaching staffs and athletes out there trying to, and he continues to be a steady force, and that's always a plus going into the playoffs, because everybody's going to look at Malik Pope and how can we stop him and make Brayson Edwards possibly and the receiver, make the difference, and he's very capable of that.
You try to learn something from every game. What did you glean out of the loss to Ben Russell?
I think we learned some positive things. Our kids did not give up. Number one, I'm going to look at the positive parts of it. And of course we saw some things that we can get behind people even though they know it. We missed a couple of passes that were deep. We dropped one. But, our speed is threatening. So, I go into the playoffs with, a lot of skill players. I think every receiver has scored a touchdown this year. They touch the ball a lot. So, we got a lot of options offensively. Defensively, we got in a power set. Coach Jackson and them will adjust, and they won't see what they saw Friday night, because Andalusia is primarily a run team.
Yeah.
That's what they base their stuff on, with a good running back. And we learned a lot of things we have to change or adjust to and that was a good thing from that game.
Speaking of Andalusia, first round playoff game tomorrow night at the stadium here in Sylacauga. I think first time in 20 years or so that Sylacauga has hosted a first round game. Andalusia, in their history, they've had some excellent football teams there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Coach Trent Taylor is one of the winningest coaches still out there active, and he's a good coach. And they've always been, historically through the past, a really good football team, and the community supports them. I mean, they'll have a prep rally tonight if it ain't raining on them in the city, and they've done that usually around Andalusia. That tells you football is a priority there to their city, and, the support, and the kids are going to fight hard and play hard. So,
talk about this game. It's do or die. I mean, you win, you continue playing. You lose, the season is over with. But this is a great opportunity for this Aggie football team.
Yes, I mean, you're playing at home, so that's one of the goals. They're on track to, of course we didn't go undefeated, but after that you made the home playoff game first round, and that's an advantage, not having to travel 3.5 hours like they will. Just having your home crowd there, excitement, being familiar with what I call the compounds, I guess. All that's a plus for us, and we got to use it to our advantage. But the kids are excited. I mean, they're coming in, and it's been day to day. They hadn't been overwhelmed just because we're in the playoffs, and that's, they understand, especially the seniors. Each game's their last.
Yeah.
So play it like it's their last. I'm sure they're thinking the same thing over there, talking about the same thing.
The fans, supporters of Sylacauga High School, this Sylacauga football program is a perennial playoff team, and everybody wants to go all the way this year, and so do you.
Right, every year. There's no doubt. We're 0-0. Our record right now. It doesn't matter what you've done before, and the record-wise, it matters only what you've learned from your past losses and wins, what you can do and correct, and be at your best game Friday night.
Talk about the run game of Andalusia. I think they're 6-4, something like that, and they bring a running game to Sylacauga to take on the Aggies. What impresses you about their run game?
I'd say it's their offensive line. A lot of people overlook that. They'll mention, the running back. He's a good runner, but their offensive tackles and do such a good job of moving people, creating gaps right there off tackle, and and that's going to be a key focus. I'm sure it has been for everybody that's played them. Running back runs hard. He's a young kid, but he's a big kid. And that's where they base most of their yards and touchdowns on, the run game. So naturally, we're coming in to stop that. I'm sure they're going to stop ours too.
Do they compare to a common opponent this year that maybe you've played?
Yeah, it looked like Central Clay, I would think, or Clay Central. Maybe not quite as big up front as Clay Central, but very similar teams. I mean, they're not a pass team either. They're a run team, ball control, eat up clock and get first down. So, that's a similarity I got, and that's probably because he's just the coaching. I mean, being that he's experienced and does a good job, they're going to base it on the run. That's what he's best. What he does best offensively. Defensively, you hardly get them out of sync or out of misformation or outflanked or any of that. You just got to, it's man to man. Who's got the best man who plays the best that night.
Talk about, Coach, with a primarily running team. I'm assuming you would like to slow that run down and make them throw the football.
Yeah, I mean, first down's key. The early downs is getting them in long yard situations. You want to have a lot of second 10s or second 9s and really play your best to run on first down. And they're not really a team that's going to come out on first down and throw. Pretty much they're going to be first down, run the football, and try to make it 2nd and 5 on you. I mean, that should be pretty much the idea of every offense, but they're going to do it running just because they don't throw as much. I can't say they don't throw good because they've thrown some touchdown passes, but that's going to be key. First down, early downs, get them in long yard situations and third down.
A plus for Sylacauga, you've been able to run and throw the football.
Right. I mean, sometimes I probably get ridiculed by my own family, my wife, my son. Hey, we run the ball, why do we throw it? Well, we got to prove, throughout the season, you don't want guys walked in there. We know we got a great running back and a good run pro game, and you can't be afraid on first down to air it out. Take that shot. We've scored on first downs in 10 seconds. Because we threw a post or something to one of those receivers. So we always got to make them aware of that. Back the secondary up, and kind of mix those calls on first down, throw, run.
Well, with Andalusia coming into Sylacauga and a pretty good drive for them and bus ride for them. The crowd's going to be important. The louder they can be, the better it will be, I'm sure. And to get out early in the football game, to kind of set the tone for this game tomorrow night. How important is that?
Well, that's very important. We've done it. We've scored first drive every game but one. I think that was hopeful. We've scored on the first drive, so we've been out early. But we need to continue. A lot of times we go in there in that second or third drive where we might go up 2 scores. We put the ball on the ground or made a mental mistake, jump off sides. Those things we've got to eliminate. And it'd be great if we can get up a couple and try to get a crowd in it. And that momentum, they don't understand. Sylacauga, please come out and support these young people, make some noise, stand up, do those things because they love it. And they just feed off your enthusiasm. So
defensively for Sylacauga, with the run game and Andalusia has, it's going to be incumbent on your defensive front to get some penetration and the linebacker to plug those holes and make those tackles.
That's right. I mean, we got to play physical up front, make the running back have to slow down to find a hole, not it just show up. That's when he's best. Of course, all of them are, but really clog it up, fill gaps, and do it physically. Can't go in there. I would say just bumping around. We got to go in with some force and clog it up.
All right, ticket availability is for tomorrow night's game. How does that work?
All on GoFan.
Okay.
You can't buy any tickets any other way besides GoFan on Alabama High School Association. We'll have it listed as, our game, and I think they're $10 the first game. Playoff, we have to split it a third each group. And
you're no stranger to playoffs. You won a state championship at Beauregard, but every year is a new year, isn't it?
It is. I mean, being at a program where you've got that little bit over your head where you haven't won the first round, I wish that would just forget about it. It's a new year. I mean, we got a good football team. We go in this at home and to our advantage. We're the better football team. I'm sure Trent's going to have to come up here. He's got trying to everything he can. He'll have 180 band members over there. They're coming, with vengeance and tradition, but it's going to be great. I mean, I think it's outstanding to have a good crowd from Andalusia coming up to watch this game, and our crowd right there, and let's put on a show.
Kind of what high school football is all about.
It is, absolutely.
Coach Rob Carter, the head football coach of the Sylacauga Aggies, joining us this morning. The Aggies hosting Andalusia, the Bulldogs, tomorrow night kick at 7 o'clock at Legion Stadium. Coach Rob Carter Show brought to you by Stop and Shop Auto Sales. More Daybreak after this.